Hello. Yeah, just doing some any percent today, probably. I might do hunter all objectives as well, depending if I get a couple of nice times here. Hey, Rob. And also Cinder. So I did just PB in this last week or something. But basically, I'm trying to save around 4 seconds to get a sub 1250 right now, which is totally doable. I'm not sure what kind of level to be like super focused or not. It's kind of funny doing speedrun things because a lot of it's just muscle memory, right? Um, and in that case, I don't really have to think about what I'm doing a lot of the time. I always start out with my fingers being kind of cold. Hello, Nano Ferret. Probably any percent, I think. Although, I think I also want to do hunter all objectives today. But starting with any percent a bit. If only as a warm-up. DevTools has some kind of light hack. I'm not the best person to ask about this, honestly, but I know that for the depths, the kind of crazy yellow stuff that's everywhere is a basically is a filter that you can actually remove with the DevTools. But I don't know about filtration if you can increase the brightness. Let me see. I wonder if I could find something on the map here. Can probably do this for you quickly. No, I don't know how to hide this, but it's fine. Yes, also blue lizards, centipedes, spiders, all sorts of amazing things. So there's this thing that exists. It is quite helpful. And I hope this does what it's supposed to. Okay. So I don't know which part of filtration you might be getting stuck at, but it's probably this room. So basically the routes that you want to know through this room, I should get something to draw on the screen with, but the first thing that we always try to do in runs is basically you go through this pipe or this upper one, down, and then once you get to here, you're just getting into this pipe. So the other thing that can happen is you can get here and actually fall down this way. I wouldn't suggest to ever do that, really. There's not much of a point. If you do fall down in here, what you want to do is go straight down and then across and up is the best way to go. The other thing that can happen is if you fall down in here, because say there's a mole there, you want to just go up through this pipe that takes you across and then around. Those are pretty much the only routes you're ever going to use. So only really 3 ways that you need to know. If things are really bad, you can fall down into here. But it all ends up with going through this in-room pipe here. Well, in that case, you probably want to go all the way down and then turn. There is this one that you need to maybe try to avoid, but it's not a big deal. It's just something that you have to do a few times to memorize. You have a board game where you have like a special die for the scavs to move around, and if they encounter Slugcat, Slugcat just dies. Sounds like a board game. Landed on off-screen Black Lizard, game over. Yeah, exactly. Or off-screen Black Lizard lands on you. The game seems super quiet to me. I think it's just because I have my overall PC volume quite down. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out is a actual streaming schedule of some kind that I'll try to stick to. Mainly, I want to stream at times when people can actually watch. Ugh. Oh, almost sub 140. So close. If not for that green lizard in that room, it would have made it. So close. I know, for you guys, the game seems kind of loud, though. Maybe it's just the gates and things. Okay. I should probably adjust that. No, it will be after this run. Oh no. Losing time for no reason. But yeah, I might make a form or something to get feedback on that of what times that seem okay to stream at. Because it's either going to be weekday nights or weekend midday. I don't know what works for people. I know I could just kind of do what I do now, which is stream completely randomly, but I'd rather have a preset time for it, I think. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is that the whole anniversary was pretty cool. I think my stream also went well, as far as I could tell. I mean, the actual hunter run I did was really rough, but that's fine. I thought the end of Rob's stream was very cool as well. That seemed like a crazy, crazy thing. I kind of had a hint that Rob was going to do that for a while, so it was kind of cool to see it in action. It went, I think, really well for how many things could have gone wrong with it. I really liked Tempomaz's stream with some of the things he showed. Again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but the screen scrolling mod that he showed off looked so good. Basically, it's like something to stop the abrupt screen transitions. Which, that mod has kind of existed for a while in some form, but it looks like they have like new technology basically that they're using for it now, and it is so much better. It looks amazing now. Oh. Failing wall jumps. Solid run. When is Rainworld Con? When's that gonna happen? We can get Riv Otter to dress up as Slugcat. Oh, pull hop that I never want to get. Oh, a couple of run killers in this pipe down here. Oh, I somehow made it past them. Oh, oh. Nope, instant dead. Yes, I have to... How can you sing that, though? Oh, that's a great idea, actually. Need to make a note of that. I'm trying to figure out things for channel point rewards. But yeah, one of them could be me singing. If anything, I'll get better at singing, hopefully, eventually. I think I have no reset run as one of the things, but no reset run doesn't really make sense in this game. Also, I wanted to reduce the volume of the game a little, because it seemed like it was a bit too loud. A bit too loud for you, a little too quiet for me. Dun, dun, dun. It's just my overall volume's quite low. Okay. But yeah, maybe I'll do that partway through the stream. I'll post the form that I'm making. Hello, Sumdingus. And Catboy Talon. Man, I feel so cold right now. My nemesis. It's kind of weird because I feel like I have a theoretical knowledge of this thing, and then it doesn't seem like it quite applies to reality. Forever the weirdest dumb hard trick for me that I honestly just need to really work on a little more. Something I've thought of doing is using the Slime Cube task mod as a base and just making an input recording mod instead. So just get rid of the task stuff and just solely have the input recording. Because that's more what I'm interested in. The task part's nice because you can replay what the inputs are, but I don't really care about that. I just want something so that I can see my inputs when things are correct versus wrong. Yeah, that's what I do. I just hold up. You have to hold to the side at some point to kind of slide to the side, but I feel like I shouldn't mess it up as much as I do. And I don't know why. A lot of it just has to do with having rhythm with the jump presses, because you do have to go pretty quickly with it, like too quick to think about what you're doing. Ooh. Did not adjust to that green lizard's position very well at all. I am starting to get to the crazy point with this of like wanting to reject runs that are over 145. But that's dumb. I need more runs to the end. That's what I should focus on. Hello, J-Mop. Surely you were there during that one time that I tried to stream Echo the Dolphin, that I just blasted audio feedback through the stream. But also, I will do that maybe next stream that I do. And by next stream, I don't mean play audio feedback. What I mean is release the feedback form. Because I did think of something else today. Well, Rob did, but there might be more Ice-T singing on stream. Maybe. Ugh. I'm not sure if I'll keep singing the Zato song, though. I might have to come up with something else to sing. It's a little better. People seem to like the any percent tutorial when I did it, as far as I could tell. Already got Cinder to try a run, so mission accomplished on my end. Something I've thought of as well is making like an easy guide for beating Hunter. Because that was something I tried to figure out before. Because one of the oldest kind of challenges that I did for this game that I didn't stream or anything was doing Hunter Deathless. Which is pretty hard actually. Especially all objectives deathless. It's just like, you are likely to die in Shoreline, is what I will say about that. But there are definitely some things you can do to really improve the consistency of it. Sometimes a crazy king vulture is just in your way. I have not Sundingus. I'm sure it's representative of Hunter Shoreline, though. The Hazer skip is... Oh, drop my rock. The good thing about the Hazer skip is quite easy to do. As long as you remember the instructions for it. Oh! Blue Lizard of Destiny. That is so cursed, J-Mop. I do think it's funny. Wait, I can actually look at that, show you that blue wizard, if I remember, once I am done this. Ooh. No, let me see. Can I save 5 seconds here? It's possible. Off to a good start. Cursed item luck, though. Makes me sad. No. Well, that's not what that's supposed to look like, but it's fine. Oh. First item luck again. Please, please. I think that worked, but maybe not. Stick. Yep. Easy skip. I'm going for this thing just cause. Fast fall off. Please. Nope. Bad luck. No. Also bad room entrance. Oh yeah, there's this thing here. So much of doing well in this area depends on getting room entering boosts that are good. I'm just not focused on it enough right now when I'm doing runs. Kind of not thinking about it. I'm surprised I lost so much time in that room. Wow. Hey, Crab Nicholson. Hello. Nope. Bad. Haborp in his record for this got the craziest I have ever seen room entering boost here. Pretty nice run. Hello, Ruby. Let me see. Oh yeah, I wanted to point this out. So where did this blue come from? Could have been that guy who... It's 50%. It's probably this blue, actually. That's not that unreasonable to, you know, go down here and then around, dodge all the moles, come up here. That's not that unreasonable. The other blue that could be is this one. Could go around down this way. So there are a few. There are no blues on this whole side, so it's one of these two when it shows up. That was a nice run, though. If I can manage to get a run like that and just put a good lower depths onto it, it'll work out. But yeah, the other thing that I was kind of mentioning about is that I'm going to eventually, and by eventually it will probably be like pretty soon, start trying to figure out something with channel point rewards and also trying to have a more consistent streaming schedule. I've been wanting for a little while to basically set up something that I can use for the stream layout / just reading the chat automatically, like the Twitch API stuff, so that I can just have people select songs to play instead of me having to manually do it if they want to listen to something, which might be annoying, but I'll probably have a generous cooldown on it. We'll see what I'm doing with that. And then the other thing I probably want to do is eventually like a hand cam / face cam / something like that, but that'll probably be in the summer. And also just having a consistent stream schedule. Probably is going to be weekday nights or Friday night or something. On hand reveal, exactly. You can see in real time my inability to do this backflip. And also just mentioning again, hopefully everyone enjoyed the Rain World anniversary. Had the very big announcement for Downpour existing. Literal thing that's been in development since the game even came out in the first place. Also, there's some other games I thought of streaming. I noticed that a lot of people are interested in Hollow Knight, so I could try that. I mean, I guess there's a lot of overlap between the people who like Rain World and people who like Hollow Knight, even though the games really aren't that similar, to be perfectly honest. But that is something I thought of that. For Speedrunner, I definitely want to pick the one that explodes. We'll figure out something to do with it. Likely there'll be... in my opinion, we're going to have a separate board for Downpour. Hello, Libby. Oh yeah, the Saint will be interesting to do speedruns with. Just because of the grapple worm mechanics being fun. And something apparently for MSC, there was like a earlier version at some point that was released, and So some people have had a chance to play with it a bit, but I'm not sure how it's going to go for the actual game. And I mean, we don't even know what their campaigns are like or the map or anything. So it'll be cool either way. Hopefully generate some more attention for the game as well. Yeah, I didn't realize it until like the day before the anniversary, but Some Dingus literally just has almost every single hunter speedrun record right now. Almost all of them. So maybe I need to start doing hunter runs and do that a bit. Take some of your records. That's all right. Been off to a good start with this today. My favorite run's always going to be the all objectives run. I think like as someone who's not as speedrunning focused person, Hunter all objectives seems like the most impressive run. Like whatever, you're not using karma caching at all. You're just going through the game as Hunter and doing both of the objectives. No, that would have worked if I just pressed jump another time. We need more people to do monk speedruns because it's kind of neglected. It's kind of silly when you think about it because... Oh, bad green lizard. If this is happening in one of your runs, what you want to do is go over here and make sound because the green will try to get to you. And then you could just go up and around. For me, though, I can't take RNG like that. Ooh. Monk requires less food, faster. That's literally all. There is... It's most interesting of a difference for 100%, which hardly anyone does that in the first place, just because it seems kind of daunting. Hello, Rec. This is like the Rain World Speedrunner assembly right now. On my stream. Amazing. Except Iced is missing. Also, Raccoon apparently beat my Pebbles time by like 20 seconds or something yesterday. That's crazy. I have too many people who are good at this game now that I'm competing with. What has happened? It's actually so much more fun to have other people doing things. Ugh. I could have got by that guy, but just kind of not interested in that one. For me, 80% is always going to be the run I like the most, but might do stuff with Hunter. We'll see. We'll see. I need to do a little bit of a better job of sticking to one thing at a time, though. Yes, Nano Ferret, please do it. I think it's, I think Monk 100% right now is one of the most beatable runs. I mean, you're still competing against the time I did. And I have the Survivor one, but the route I used was really rough. It was more like a proof of concept. So someone could definitely practice and beat it. Which was kind of the idea of doing it at the time. It's so weird feeling when I get the backflip, but I think I'm just being sloppy with my hand and holding on to left when I get a movement like that. That's something else I need to do. I need to put the input display back on my stream. Because I have neglected that for a while. Doesn't the Pebbles record right now just get a King Vulture that falls into the first room that you kill? Or was that the Pilgrimage one? I remember seeing that and I was like, what is this? No, that was really slow. Something I should have mentioned during the anniversary, though, because I noticed I missed some people's questions. I should have told them if I was missing questions and they wanted me to answer them to actually at me so that I could see the message highlighted. Because this is basically, and in Gates, this is the only time that I can really just literally read. Might switch to Hunter after this run. Maybe get a couple whenever I complete another one. Suboptimal menuing. I feel like I've been promising Rob that I'm going to do score runs again for a few months and just not doing it. So that will definitely return someday. It's just such a good time for speedrunning right now. I have all these people trying to do runs who are great at the game as well, and they're putting up great times to compete against, keep pushing the time down overall. No. Man, falling down there is terrible. Jumping over the basically moon sliding green lizard was nice though. I feel like rarely you ever see PBs in this category that start out with the dreaming music. Maybe I can break the curse though, right here. No. Curse continues. Oh, I'll try to muscle through that guy, but no drainage PB. Think about it. If I didn't screw up in that one room, I would have been ahead of the green. It's kind of funny how I normally either see the green come through that pipe or I see it in the other room. I never see it in the small room, basically. It's kind of weird. Because it has to go through the small room to get to the room I normally see it in. Yeah, never see it in the small room. Raccoon is very good at the game. He just needed an actual reason, me taking his other PB to, or beating it, to actually try to make it better. Even though he definitely had it in him where he could have done it. I'll do pebbles again. Lose my mind. And Raccoon knows that he can make the time he has even better, so. It is kind of ridiculous how much better Pebbles is than it used to be. Like, we're looking at 4 minutes better, basically, in 1 year. For a run that's only, like, half an hour long. Is crazy to think about. That was just messed up. It was kind of known for a while, at least between Iced and I, that those hunter runs were really unoptimized for a long time. Except for Hunter Any Percent, which I thought was actually a pretty good run, which you also beat. I'm not very inclined to do Hunter Any Percent though, because I think it's like the least streamable run. But at the same time, also because of the deer, it's the one where I can most kind of read chat. But otherwise, seeing me reset to like the first room over and over is just kind of dumb. So for anyone that doesn't understand, you've probably seen the reindeer in this game. But in Hunter Any Percent very particularly, I'm trying to get a deer and at least 3 sticks in the first room. Probably 4 sticks, I think, is what I actually need. Because you want to stab the deer to make it go faster, and you need to stun lock it with stabbing so that you can do it as quickly as you can. And you normally don't get 4 sticks in the first room. It's pretty unusual. Yeah, and it's mainly of just resetting the first room, which is kind of lame. Ooh. I did notice there was like a hoodie or something. I think someone was saying about that. Hello, orange. No items. What is this? I wonder... could do something faster there, maybe. Rare Axo in the shelter room? Or that was a snail, maybe? Because that didn't seem like an Axo color. Ooh, I actually lost time in that room. And also missed that. Huh? I was exhausted there? I looked away from the screen, so I didn't understand what was happening. This is bad drainage. Well, so far this has basically been screwing up every room. Don't think I'm gonna keep this one. That would be great if I could manage to get down there and whatever it's called. If I could do a throw boost slide there and manage to not have that thing where it kind of pops you up at the end, That's actually a good demonstration of why that tech for doing a slide pounce over an edge works. Also, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom for a sec, but it's a good demonstration of why doing a slide pounce over an edge works to prevent you from dying. Because it actually does the same thing after you slide pound or do a slide. Basically, is it kind of pops you up, and that's why that stuff works. And so it's the same thing after throw boost sliding. That you have like a very brief time where it sort of pops you up, and that's what lets you do the kind of movement. So it's sort of funny about how the game does it because it's like it's supposed to give you more height when you actually do your pounce, but it sort of is just there. And it's normally subtle enough because you're stuck to the ground, but when you're doing the throw boost slide, you're not stuck to the ground. So you actually get to see the momentum pushing you up. It also gives you jump store too, which is kind of neat. I didn't buy any of the merch, but it definitely exists. I guess I mentioned that too right before I go. That basically Rain World has a different publisher now, and it seems like they'll be better. Who knows? At least there's actually a DLC being released for the game now. It's the biggest news for the game in a few years, really. Okay, but just be right back. Glow in the dark. Nice. Just like Slugcat. I think part of the thing with the publisher is trying to get games onto consoles. I don't know a lot about what's required for that exact thing, but they are trying to have the game on like Switch and Xbox, which is not yet, but will be. And so I think that's part of what they're dealing with it. Because also basically their publisher is what created the Switch port in the first place. Oh, should have done this before actually. You can try posting that again now. I think no links is the kind of safest way to do this type of thing instead of searching for something specific. Yeah. The plushies are just a very unobtainable item due to obvious demand for slug cat cuteness in real life. Yeah. Could have been worse. Mm-hmm. 143 is still a very good time to hear. For what things were going wrong there? I don't really want to speculate exactly, but I was not aware of anything bad about Adult Swim Games, which was their old publisher, but did not work out somehow. I'm not much of a merch buyer either for things just in general. I actually barely buy clothes. I don't know. I think that's kind of normal. The only time that I get merch for things is when other people buy it for me most of the time. Yeah, I don't understand why. But I guess that's just the way it works. Axolotl is missing. Screwed that up last run as well, unfortunately. Oop. That part is always so sad to screw up. That part's really tough to do correctly, though, so. Happens sometimes. I was close to the infamous bouncing in between the bottom and the top there. Yeah, dang. A lot of time in those last two rooms. Oh, did Adult Swim games fully shut down? Wow. Alright, I guess that makes sense. Also, welcome, Wanda. Nope, didn't get the cool turnaround thing. What? Where did this bowl come from? Okay. Good morning. It's cool and good. Yeah, I think Downpour will generate a lot of hype for the game for people, hopefully. Whoa. I think I mentioned, but the main reason I do speedruns for this game is basically just an excuse to keep playing it in some way. There's only so much of the game that you can do, really. And I mean, I played the game for over 1,000 hours, so I need some way to have some reason to keep playing it. And getting better at it as well. It's also nice. Probably too many hours is the answer to that. I think speedrunning has more replayability than score running. I guess one of the good things about speedrunning is there are a lot of different categories to do. And also, I think there's a better relationship between, like, direct putting in effort and time to the runs and then getting outputs at better times is something that's easier to see. Score running is just super difficult. It's hard to even finish a run with it at all in the first place. But score running is something that more resembles playing the game the kind of original way. Like, you're not as focused on time, sort of walking around, interacting with creatures a lot more. So it's good in that way. It's kind of like what optimal hunter gameplay would be, is score running at least. Apparently Aether Ridge got an update, so I might try that out actually. Because also, I have the vault now, so some of those rooms that annoyed me before, I'll just be able to circumvent them. I don't like the idea of a region being made in a way where you're looking to circumvent it. The crazy movement things, though. For region mods, there's quite a few to choose from. The one that I've liked the look of the best, just from watching other people play, is the Mast, actually. Excuse me. The Mast seems like a great region, from what I've seen of it. I feel like Aether Ridge leans a little too hard into being like some difficult challenge region or something. Yeah. Run, run, run. Oh, I actually didn't pick that up. I streamed co-op gameplay of the Forgotten Boiler at one point. That was cool. I should do something like that again, because that was kind of a fun stream to do. Ooh, I made... Oh! Amazing. And then... just fell down on my face. Still saved time, despite the other parts in that room being terrible. Oh, that was a failed skip. I'm glad that I can tell when I fail it, though. Reason that failed, didn't spend long enough far enough in the room, I think. I've practiced the slower way of doing it so many times that this kind of faster way is a little weird for me to deal with. Do I keep doing any percents or do I switch? What do you mean, Rec? Not to be negative, but vanilla is too good? You mean compared to playing modded regions, or...? Well, I kind of want to do Hunter all objectives at some point today. Ooh. Oy. Bad room. And now we have the true Rain World Speedrunner convention here. Because of Iced appearing. Hello. For anyone who doesn't know, Iced recently ran the very... Or I won't say the very first, but... ran a great Rain World bingo event on Sunday. And I'm not aware of any other event since I've been in the community that's anything like it, but it was... Oh no. Okay. It was a fantastic event. So if you haven't seen it, then I would highly encourage Ice to just link the video to it again. Hello, Sea Bunny. I'm glad the community right now is at a point where we can do that type of stuff. I'm just gonna find a shirt, because I'm still cold after playing for a couple hours. I need something to actually warm me up. Ugh, being cold and trying to do speedruns. But yeah, we'll have to see what we want to do for the next bingo event that we do. It's kind of a lot of work to run it, but also... hopefully we can get some more people in it next time. I'm not sure what the... because, I mean, if we're doing it, we're going to want to do like a stream event type of thing for it. And that was something Rob actually mentioned a little earlier, is that we should have more non-anniversary events for the community. We have people for it. Yeah, 3 months. Well, just have to find some more speedrunners. Which again, I mentioned this, it's something I would encourage anyone who has played this game and likes it to kind of give it a try to learn how to do one of the speedruns. Maybe any percent's not the best category for it, but I think it's also a nice one to start with, just like in the sense of having to do slides and rolls. Kind of just a different way of thinking about the game. And there are a lot of different categories. You know, that could be, I just thought of something right now. Could see, actually, this would be a little too cursed, though. This would be only for the true hardcore Rain World players. Which is to do a bingo with the room randomizer. With the theoretically improved version of the room randomizer that surely will exist someday. Maybe just the region entrance randomizer. Basically, the main thing about the first bingo, or the one that we just ran, was we didn't want to put anything in it that was too crazy. Like, we wanted to have a pretty good idea of everyone being done within 1 to 2 hours, hopefully. Which is what turned out to be the case. So from that point of view, the planning was perfect. Well, especially because we banned caching. But I mean, it kind of takes out the challenge if you ban it, so. Or I mean, if you allow it. So, can't have that. Nope. almost got over them. Oh man, a robot. Wait, what? At least I can't post links anymore. Although, I am supposed to have literally followers as a banned phrase, so I'm not sure why it wasn't just destroyed immediately, but it's fine. So Downpour still didn't have a release date, right? Yeah, we'll have to see what's going to happen with the game. Personally, I'm just making a copy of my files and trying to have it never update ever. Because I do want to be able to just play on 1.5 forever. But at the same time, I think it's about time to do some new things with the game. I think this is the last one before Hunter All Objectives. See how it goes. No resets. Oh. So, other than the two cutscenes, which is kind of the most obvious visual change, something that they did with 1.7 that's very important for speed runs, at least for this category, is they moved room loading onto a separate thread. So that means some of the room loading is less consistent than it used to be, which is very important for the Guardian despawn. Ooh, finally did that room correctly. Tied my gold. Love to see it. Hello, Toby Harris. The despawn thing is definitely in the glitch hit list for sure. Oh, that would be great if they added a Hunter intro cutscene, actually. Oh, Ice releasing the secret information. Well, I'm sure they, I'm sure they would let you skip the cutscenes like you already can. Please? Don't understand how I got stuck there. It was kind of annoying. Oh, that reminds me. I could stream Noida. That was another game that I was thinking of streaming a little more. I think karma caching definitely makes speed running better for the longer categories, and honestly for this one as well. Having to run around catching bat flies is not my favorite thing to do in the speed run. Ooh, that was slick. Or a good recovery from what the intended movement I'm trying to do there is. That was really good. Yeah, it was too close for the thing. Oh no, that's tragic. For some reason, I thought you could go from the top of the totem and be fine there. Nope. Oh, may finish up the rest of it cleanly anyways. I think I lied and I'm gonna do another attempt at this. I don't know. Ooh, might have failed this despawn there. Nope, worked. Cool. Hey. Man, that should have been so much better. These are like the old-fashioned strats I used to use, which was just fast falling here every time and hoping for the best. But you lose like 3 seconds on average. So for the 1 in like 10 times it works, not worth it at the end of a run. I'm definitely just, you know, gonna lie and reset this because kind of salty. What chair? That's all right. How am I able to tell if it works? It's basically, I can tell when the game is dropping frames, basically. And if the game is dropping more frames, it's probably because it's loading the Guardian room for the first time. And so if it's loading it for the first time, it means the skip didn't work. Is basically how I can tell. I have a pretty good idea of when the game is supposed to drop a couple of frames. So I can kind of see it. Oh, what's karma caching? Karma caching is very broken glitch that lets you not play the game. Do not do karma caching if you're casually playing. Please just do not do that. I feel like I'm going to give it one more really nice attempt at any percent today, but I'll switch to all objectives after that. Strange music. No, I don't want to be inside your body. Okay, nice. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Except the vulture decided to actually kill me this time, which it normally doesn't. Weirdo. Yeah, I know. We need a vulture emote. Oh. Yep. Stop it, vulture. Stop it. There you go. Okay. Now. Don't kill me. What would you even do with a vulture emote, though? Is what I'm thinking about. You could have like an animated vulture cheese emote. That could be a thing. I can't even remember what I lost time on in that last run. Oh, I fell down in the room. Right. I was too jazzed up from skipping the little pole in there. Something I'm thinking about is whether, because I kind of am getting a better idea for whether I'm actually going to lose my roll there. Whether to just intentionally jump early and have it be bad. But at least less bad. Oh, tutorial sick. Ooh. See ya, iced. Yeah, that last run, I couldn't leave that being the last run of the day, I think. If I do, I'm just going to have to play more Survivor later. Which I don't want to do today. Owless? Yeah, I'm not sure what Owless is. Owless D's nuts. No, that doesn't work. Ah. Now I know what Owless is. I don't think I can do Owless. Never tried it before. so I imagine I probably can't do it. The real question is, can I backflip into here? So right now the answer is no. There are some Mario 64 speedrun things I know how to do. I've done a 1-star run in the game before. I got a pretty good time for that too, actually. Had like... it was sub 20 minutes at least, which I mean, like, relative to actual good times is not that good, but... That run's kind of dumb because it just comes down to getting each of the BLJs to skip the Bowser doors on your first try or, like, 5th try or something. It's hard to fail then. Top 10? No way. $10. You're gonna have to make it a little more than that. I still have I actually have Mario 64 and an N64 and some controllers, so I actually could do that, but I don't have a Japanese version of the game though. Yeah, one day I'm just gonna have to sit down and literally grind out that trick some more. It should not be that hard to do. Because I feel like I get it to work in times when I expect it to fail, which is something I really dislike about doing it right now. Oi. Nice try. That green was crazy. It's kind of weird how delayed Picant Fruits is. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Hunter. Had a couple of good runs, but not the best I have ever seen. And probably I'm going to reset my splits before the next time I try it again. Mainly just changing where the splits are exactly. I want a better idea of like a gold time that's realistic for that run. So I'm going to be moving some splits to like spots where whatever food I get's irrelevant. As opposed to this run where the splits just never make any sense. Okay. So time to do Hunter glitchless. Hunter, all objectives, intended glitchless, something. No flag on my way. Fine. Gonna just switch these here because I can. Rather bring the stick with me. Sounds like a big centipede, so this is probably the right call anyways. So I already had a pearl in my stomach, but what I ate was a living creature called a vulture grub. Which will be relevant in a little while. The red slug cat definitely is not vegan. Red slug cat is an omnivore, or is a carnivore. Specifically needs to consume creatures when they're alive, basically. Well, I guess not really alive, but you only want to eat creatures that, you know, you recently killed yourself, otherwise that's kind of gross. Technically can eat fruit, but not worth the bother. Didn't see the white lizard, which means there's a good chance it's around in this room somewhere. For some reason lately that I've been doing this, I've fallen down here a lot of times. Which probably shouldn't be happening. Alright. I can't believe that was the gold. Probably because I split too early. Behold, this empty husk of a land. Nope, that's the wrong one. The game I am by far most likely to actually do runs of and stream it is Kirby 64. Although I'm not committed to that by any means. No. It's kind of sad to have them in there like that. The vulture must have scared them in the pipe. Kirby 64 will happen. I've streamed it a bit, but I might try Hollow Knight out. Although, if I do that, it's definitely going to start off as just playing the game casually again. And actually doing some of the DLC stuff that I never did. There could be a chance of trying to learn something like BioShock or Dishonored someday. Although that would be something wildly different than the games I speedrun, so... Part of the thing is, for a lot of those games in the past, I really didn't have a computer that I wanted to record stuff on. That was, having good enough specifications, I think, to do that kind of stuff. Because you don't need, like, the best computer ever, but you do need one where the game is not lagging just by running, and you can also record on. really need to bring one of my CRTs downstairs again to do Kirby. Please. Amazed I didn't throw the neuron away. Man, losing, only having one stick each time here is a little sad. Also, did I eat food? Okay. Hanging out with this guy. Oh, wow, gold again. Somehow, I feel like I don't ever do the split correctly. Maybe I did just get better at this section, though, somehow. Yeah, you can have anything stuck in your shelter when you rest. It's a little crazy sometimes. One of the things you can do in this game is you can specifically feed food to a lizard and have it be your friend, and then it will sleep in the shelter with you. Oh, that's what happens when you forget you're starving and you do a fast pole climb pump. You just pass out immediately. Do you hear it, little one? No. Oh, this isn't good. I'm sure this noodlefly will forgive me. I'm sure it's not just going to chase me across the entirety of Skylands. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. I thought there was a stick there. Well, whatever. Oh, I hear scavs. Somewhere. Huh? You just not care about that explosive, Okay. You eventually cared. It's a good thing the yellow lizards are incompetent. There's a good chance of instant death if I go through this. It's gone though. Kill which guy? The noodle fly? And the answer is yes, you can kill anything. It's a little hard to kill the noodle fly sometimes because it has the sweet dodging moves. No. I threw the neuron away. I was trying to grab onto the pink lizard and eat it. Man. There were literally 2 rocks stuck underneath that pink lizard as well. The green neuron is like a critical item for this run, so I can't throw it away. And I was just holding things in the wrong hand, which was kind of surprising, but I almost threw it away earlier, but managed to not do that, but that one was sad. So again, I'm eating like this worm thing. Consume. Actually not consume, more like store in your stomach somehow, or some other pouch. Oop. I was hoping I could just get by him before that, but I should have thrown a stick at him. I wasn't quite sure if his head was close enough to the gate there to actually get me. The only problem with proceeding like this is I need to get food elsewhere. Because I have to be able to starve, so I need at least 2 food pips on this cycle. And I have to not forget that I did not eat anything. Which, if you end up having to kill something like the centipede, you're saving time, but I'd say on average, you're just trying to avoid everything. So if you bring both of these like this, it's kind of like a risky gambling strat. Because I'm basically playing as if I'm assuming the centipedes aren't going to be in my way at all. Which does sometimes happen, but it saves you the time of having to switch what's in your belly. Because you can do it in the gate. Since it's like a loading screen that you're stuck with anyways. Which actually paid off this time. But I need to get some food. So I'm actually kind of hoping the dropwig or squid cicadas in my way. I need some food, I need some food, I need some food. Okay. Where's the neuron? Why do I hear threat music? High stakes mailman, for sure. It's like a Florida mailman. Have alligators chasing after you. And not only that, there are a bunch of angry people around. Who are armed. Very scary. With sharp sticks and explosives. How is it legal? Do you hear it, little one? Maybe I'll get through Skylands this time. Haven't screwed that up in a while. That one's hard to do, though. I keep having to select don't save my golds, because I keep thinking I'm just splitting at the wrong time. I just have to start my roll slightly later or earlier. That was kind of like whatever half point that it's actually wrong. And it's hard to save because I only have the neuron that I'm using. So I only have one throwable to try to save that. It's not going to work. Mm-hmm. I end up moving my entire body when I do fast pole climbing. Just because I find that that's what I can use to keep the rhythm I need for it. Let go of me. Oops. Should get ahead of him. Please. No. Oh. That wingipede ended up screwing me over. That was a little annoying. Definitely got crocodiled there. None of that was correct, but that's alright. I was trying to either drop it or throw it behind me, one or the other, but instead I didn't drop it and I threw it ahead. The reason I picked that thing up is it kills centipedes. So it's occasionally useful. I've been so lucky doing this though, I thought I'd just try my luck at it again. Sounds like there's an angry centipede though in my way this time somewhere. Actually, both getting out of my way. Very nice. Oop. Did that like perfectly and then fell off. See you later, J-Mop. My vaults have been very consistent lately, which is kind of weird. At least when I'm just randomly doing it in gates and not under any kind of pressure. Weird vultures having a nap. This wingipede might get mad at me before I make it across. Okay. Ooh. I'm good. That was an angry noodle mama going to ruin someone's day. So the main thing about that jump I failed last time, you're basically never going to lose your roll going downhill. So if you can manage to do a roll that lands on the top of the block, that works. But to get the max distance jump, you need a little more space for your roll. And so to get the max distance jump, you want to roll basically at a distance before. It's a little bump where you'll keep your roll going over. Kind of knew that might happen, but just have to starve again. I honestly shouldn't keep runs that die to the scavs like that when they're hanging out right outside here. I also should have just thrown a stick at it, but the egg bug was kind of annoying. I wonder if the egg bug is like a hint that the scavs are just there in the way. I mean, of all things, it's an extra cache, but An extra cache is like 20 or 30 seconds. It's kind of bad. I would way rather die to the scavs after this instead of before it. Well, can kind of see how much of a time loss it is. Also, wait, why am I not starving? What? Did I quit out and restart? I did not. Why am I not starving? What? Did I quit out and restart? I might have just done it because I have it. In case I karma cached accidentally, I'm just gonna reset that. But it is like 30 seconds each time you have to do an extra cache. That's really weird. I should have been starving. I must have cached and just not thought about it. Yeah. Bad on me. One of the things that's actually not allowed in this category. Ooh. A lot of the other hunter runs, like I think Pilgrimage and Pebbles both come this way as well. But in those runs, you just karma cache. Because it's way faster to go to the Echo, actually, instead of starving when you walk to it. Okay. Definitely was going to die there. Because I ended up throwing a stick the wrong way. It's funny how random it is as Hunter to have sticks go in walls at the beginning here. Wait, where's the neuron? What? Did I just throw it away at the start? What? I guess I'm a little out of it right now with this, actually. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, blue lizard doing me a favor. Wasn't me. Oh, okay. Exciting times. It's funny how much time you can lose right at the start here, just to craziness. That's the nature of this run in particular, though. Well, I haven't quite made it through here yet today. Please leave, fellas. They're not gonna leave. Yeah. I probably should have just gone out to die to them, but those guys are hard to do anything about if they're in that exact situation. Most of the time they show up, they're kind of passing through. But that time they were just kind of hanging out in there for some reason. Oh, I hear a vulture again. Thought I heard a vulture. Looks like the vulture already came, ate the centipede, and left. It didn't sound like it was a king, though. Hey, Sapphire. Thank you so much. Not subbed, instead gifts 5 subs. Oh, I stabbed my vulture grub. Okay, well. This is now a grubless run. I feel like I should be able to make that jump like that, but not quite. Barely can't do it. Ooh. Well, is there something that you're interested in me switching to for a bit, Sapphire? Otherwise, I'll keep doing this, but I have a feeling that I was planning to stop for a couple hours and come back. So maybe not the best timing, but nevertheless, thank you so much for that. I'm pretty sure this is the most subs I've ever had now. So that's also cool. Oh yeah, that reminds me. One of the other games I could stream is Cuphead, which I did briefly. And I only did the start because the bosses are easier. Actually, wait. Want to eat this guy? No. Hello, please, game. Okay. I probably won't do it today, but maybe I'll do it on the weekend or something. This is completely fine. I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't even close up remotely. Hello, Haworth. I feel like a run like this must have divine protection. That's what we need here for Hunter Subterranean, is some divine protection. I'm always tempted to stab this egg bug when it's in here like this, but it's just a good way to lose sticks, and I need sticks. you hear it, little one? Well, I'll just keep trying, but that was really weird. I don't think I've ever had, I mean, probably at some point, but ending up in that kind of like stuck on the ledge climb state was weird there, and then getting a wall jump after. Very weird. I didn't even notice last time there was a rare pole plant there. That was close. I need a throwable in this room, at least one. Shh, there's one here. Throwing my stick away there was not the greatest, but... Okay. I'm kind of not playing the best right now, so I think I'll probably take a break for a couple hours. I am intending to come back probably in like 3 hours, I think. Just gonna see if I have someone I can host for now. There's nothing that overly jumps out to me right now, but... Oh. That's a little hard to do if you end up missing one of those sticks. Single stick? Oh, that's supposed to be a slide. Oy. Yeah, I'm not, I'm just making a lot of tech errors right now. Oop. The red nearly woke up and got me. I'll do this actually. Birdo is a Demon Souls / Dark Souls speedrunner. Can say hello to them. But I will be back in a few hours. Hopefully I'll be playing a little better when I come back. So, thanks for watching today. I appreciate it. Thanks for any follows, and also thank you so much, Sapphire. But yeah, I'll be back. Maybe I'll even play Cuphead today. Who knows?